It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday in late March. And here I am sitting on my back porch in the sunshine doing my job. Now, something I've heard a lot of people say in the last week and a half or so is that they're suffering a lot. And they're suffering for various reasons. Because they're sick, maybe. I don't personally know anybody who has coronavirus or who's been diagnosed with it. But a lot of people are getting colds and flu and things like that right now. People are suffering because of isolation. People are suffering because of job loss. People are suffering because things have been taken away from them that they weren't expecting to be taken away. Things that are really good that they've been looking forward to sometimes for years and years, like graduations, proms, sports and championships and things like that have been taken away without anyone expecting it or knowing it was coming, or without the ability to really prepare for it. Now, when I talk to people who are suffering in these ways, they almost all, across the board, say the same thing, which is that they know that they're not suffering the most, and so they feel kind of guilty for suffering. Like, oh, well, others have it worse than me, and so who am I to complain? I think in a lot of ways it's a very noble approach to things, because people do realize that that they're suffering, that these things aren't the worst things, and that there are people in the world who do have it worse, and we should be in solidarity. We should look out for those people and pray for them and be grateful for what we have. But what I fear happens when people say things like that is that they aren't allowing themselves to grieve the losses that they are experiencing as well. It's okay to grieve the loss of your birthday celebration. It's okay to grieve the loss of the end of your school year that you were looking forward to. It's okay to grieve the loss of your graduation that you have worked so hard for. Like, those are losses and they count. I'm not saying that we should go around feeling sorry for ourselves. I'm not saying that we should just ignore everybody else's suffering and just wallow in self-pity, because that wouldn't be a good thing either. To feel grateful for what we do have is an amazing thing. Like getting to sit outside on this gorgeous day when normally I would be at work. What a gift that is. Now, God's gonna find ways to give us gifts in this time too. But to feel the loss of the things that we're losing is very valid and very important. So know that, yeah, there are people who are suffering more than you. And that's gonna be true no matter what. That's gonna be true after this pandemic is over, when things return to normal, whatever normal looks like. It's gonna be true today and tomorrow and 10 years from now. There's always gonna be somebody who's suffering more than you. That doesn't mean that your suffering is invalid. It means that you feel grateful for what you can feel grateful for the good things, the blessings. The fact that we have this technology, that we can stay in communication in isolation. The fact that most of us aren't sick. Most of us are doing pretty good right now. The fact that this is going to end. Those are all things that we can be grateful for. Take time, feel the loss, feel sad. It's okay to experience those things, but don't stay there. And don't squash it down. You're important. And it's okay to let yourself feel the things that you feel. I love you, and I'm praying for you.